I'm Katrina, and this is Tare. Welcome to the very first week in review for 2024. This week had a lot happen that I did not film, so I did a lot of computer stuff. We also sifted a ton of compost out of the main aviary, and the raviary is currently getting sifted as well. So we have tons of bags of that compost. I'll show you pictures of that in this. And we put babies out into the main aviary. They'll be there once the sifting is complete in the raviary. Then some of the babies will get moved over into that one. And then we will be replacing the male breeders of the raviary quail, and we'll be adding some females to them as well. So, and then the rest will be meat. I actually did some video recording that did not work out well. I thought I was recording on my new camera, and I was recording in slow motion. So I can maybe put some of this here, but that won't be a video. So that I'm disappointed and frustrated that I did not notice that, did not realize that was happening. And so I will be more cognizant of this in the future. All right, so coming up, we have our buck bunny our new buck bunny is going to be named. He'll be named tonight on the live chat. We will be coming up with names, and then next week we'll be announcing his name. Start thinking about fruit-themed names. His mother's name is Pineapple, so we're going fruit-themed. So that'll be something for tonight. All right. One of my viewers recommended, hi little boy, recommended that we keep this little boy's food dish really, really full so he understands he doesn't have to scarf his food. I think it's working, because I think it is less and less that's in there. So we're just going to give him a little bit more and see how it is tomorrow. I believe he's eating less and less, so thank you for that, viewer. This was part of the whole issue with the slow motion. So this is sped up slow motion. How does that work? I actually think I did figure out how I can make this into a video. Hopefully words will match up with my lips on the camera enough. If I do this, it is going to take some time though. So anyway, in the meantime, you guys get to see what happened with these guys. And we did have a little bully. The one with the blue band there, she was actually hatched in the aviary, and she was picking on peoples. Anyway, there we go. Winter appears to have arrived, and we got quite a bit of rain this week. Well, all of these bags are full of compost. And from two of the aviaries, the aviary and the raviary for the quail. And the raviary is not even done yet, so you can have a lot of compost with deep litter. We freeze-dried more pineapple guava, and we had one tray that was empty, so I put in the remaining silver slicers to grind up into powder to make waters and seasonings and like that sour cream dip stuff, so that was good. And I decided to try it on its own, and it's not really all that great. Okay, I'm trying a freeze-dried silver slicer cucumber. A little bit odd in the texture department. I think it's going to be better with the powder, but it has a lot of flavor, but it's just weird in the texture department. So I'm going to try rehydrating it I'm also going to powder most of it for use that way. All right, we have a cucumber slice. We're going to do cold water. Ooh. And hot water. That's going to be very squishy. Good thing I made powder out of it. Yes, also very squishy. All right, well, here's the powder I made. My plan is to use this in dips and waters and stuff like that. Here is a slow-mo Miss Ravioli for your viewing pleasure. I sure hope she's pregnant. I think Rigatoni is more likely to be pregnant. She looks a little different. She isn't eating as much food. They usually have some sort of food thing when they're pregnant. But yeah, they... I'm so sorry I did not hit the right button on this, guys. But hey, slow-mo ravioli. Here's my little rigatoni girl. She has a little bit of belly, so I'm hoping that she's gonna have some babies. And something else that happened is I noticed the lights weren't working. I'm not sure how long the lights weren't working underneath for the quail, but they've stopped laying. Um, Not sure if this has to do with the light going or having us in there sifting compost, but it could be a combination, who knows. Um, they appear to be pretty comfortable in there right now, but we'll see when we get eggs. Well, the slow-mo might be good for you guys to see something. I haven't gotten any comments on this yet, which I'm pretty surprised. But this is Penne, and she is doing really, really well. And you can see her back foot there is basically half a foot. She had a birth defect when she was little, and so she only has that half of her foot. She's been going just fine. And again, she was chosen to be a breeder because her mom died and needed someone to um, take her place. So she does have a like half of her foot is there, and she gets around just fine. She cleans just fine. She hops around just fine, and it's really hardly noticeable. And something I wanted to address kind of before people were saying comments, but people hadn't yet, so I figured I might as well got this video. I got slow-mo. I might as well talk about it. But she's doing really, really good. She moves around just fine, and um, and all of that. So there are tons of animals in the wild that have injuries or birth defects that get around just fine. I've known a handful of three-legged dogs in my time that they did. They ran around just as well with three legs as they did with four legs. So this isn't hindering her at all. It's not something I'm worried about her passing on because her babies will be for meat. So that's my like classifier there, that her babies will be for meat. And so I just figured I'd show you guys that, and I guess the slow motion might help my point that she is doing just fine. You can actually see it. So there you go. Good job, Penny. Risotto has moved her resting tile. That's something else that rabbits do. It's not where they want it, they will move it. So be prepared for that. And if you keep on moving something in the wrong spot, sometimes you just have to accept that they know what they're doing and they want their furniture where they put it. So she did move it, and that is fine with me. Risotto is still shy. She's not keen on being pet or held or any of that. We did get the right feeder for her. So that feeder, I'll put a link if I remember in the corner here. That feeder that we put in, we haven't had any issues since we put one wire on it to hold it, and it appears that she hasn't been kicking it out anymore. So it should be working. All right, on to the next bunny. Someone on Slightly Redneck's live stream asked a question about their buck rabbit rubbing on things. And this is Parmesan. This is my original buck. He is looking for a home. He is aged out. And he rubs on everything. What this is making everything smell like him. It's his, it belongs to him, therefore it must smell like him. And you may notice this as well if bucks, if you pet your bucks like I do, sometimes they get excited. Sometimes I get like, yay, I love you. You must smell like me. And then they pee on you. And it's always a surprise because it's very sudden because they have to spray their pee very far. And it's always gross. Um, but he does this. And so do other bucks. And they'll pee on each other and pee on the females and all that. It's a sign that he's claiming. He's claiming you. He's claiming the doe. He's saying, this is my territory to the other buck. And so those are two things that particularly bucks do. Their environment must smell like them. And I mean, you think about all the other stinky boys in the world and it kind of makes sense, right? So I just fed him. He is rubbing his chin on his feeder. And underneath their chin, there's some scent glands. So he rubs his water sometimes, he rubs the floor sometimes, and then he also has these two sticks in there, and he likes to rub on those. And whenever I greet him, instead of going directly to pet him like I do basically everybody else, he must rub his chin on me before I can pet him. It's pretty funny. So again, this slow-mo might be showing you these things. Another thing that you can see in this video, I'll speed it up. Another thing you can see in this video is he does have a dark spot on his butt, and it looks like it's dirty, but it's not. It goes away in the summertime and it comes back every winter. I don't know if he maybe got shaved there or cut there in the winter one time or something. And so it grows back a little darker. I have no idea. Californians, which is the breed he is, their dark parts get darker in the wintertime, and then they lighten up in the summertime. And I have not done this. I don't plan to do this. Please do not do this to your rabbit. However, research has shown that if a part of a Californian rabbit is, shaved, then that part, if it's cold, will come back dark. Okay, let's go back in slow-mo mode. This is him about to pee on me because he's so happy that I'm petting him and holding his stick for him to rub on. And it is pretty funny because I know he's having a good time. But unfortunately, immediately after that, I shut his hutch and go wash up. Anyway, he just got me on the hand this time, but this is what it looks like. Kind of no warning and kind of really gross. Okay, back to what I was saying before he peed on me. So it is a response to the temperature, but he has this little patch. He'll turn around here and see that little patch by his butt? It's like a little stripe that is always darker, and it's hardly noticeable in the summertime, but in the wintertime, it just looks like he has a smudge on his butt. And it's not a smudge, it's the color of his hair. So anyway, I thought I would show you guys that, and since his color is getting darker. So there you go. Apparently these are the only 2 pictures I took in the garden this week, mushrooms, but we've had lots of mushrooms, lots of rain, and lots of computer time. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and maybe remind yourself to double check things. That's the lesson of this week, is double check your recording, double check what you're recording in, and just double check things. Start off the year a little better. We do have our first Katrina's Kits Cook With Me Live of the year coming up this Saturday, January 13th. If you would like to know more, there is a link in the description. Hope to see you there. And I hope you enjoyed the video. We do have a live chat every Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Again, that's 6 p.m. Pacific time every Monday night. And you are invited. So I expect to see you there. Thank you for watching. Share this with someone, and we will chat tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.